And over the last few years, I've received dozens of emails asking me to review some company's new mobile gimbal, but I've always declined. They've just never felt all that compelling. And for those of you who are maybe a little bit ahead of me right now, what I'm trying to say is, here, grab that. The all-new Insta360 Flow is really quite compelling. Let's open the box. I was gonna drop out when I did that. How do you, why did they build this mystery box? Just, wow, I'm dumb. The Insta360 Flow really impressed me. It's earned a place in my bag, not just my camera bag, my like daily carry bag. I'm just gonna keep this with me most of the time. For me personally, as a filmmaker slash YouTuber slash someone who spends a lot of time filming himself for internet videos, there are two primary features that I really love. But even then, this gimbal doesn't really seem like it's made for people like me. In fact, it seems more like it's made for people like my wife. And by that I mean regular people.
I did just pour water everywhere.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now why is there an alarm going
My alarm's going off.
So if you're a YouTubey, filmmakey, like to make videos by yourself kind of person, I'm talking to you. And if you're a maybe blind but mostly just regular person who would maybe sometimes be interested in making videos that suck a little bit less, this video is also for you.
Wow, yeah.
The first thing that I want to talk about with the Insta360 Flow is what I would like to call, very creatively, size and simplicity, which is, it's small and easy. More specifically, what I like is that it folds really small and doesn't have any like pieces sticking out in odd areas. I've been carrying this thing around in my backpack typically, but I've also had it in my jacket pocket. I've been carrying it in my back pocket, and I've even been able to bring it out on some runs into my vest pocket. In all of these circumstances, it was easy. Watch how stinking easy this thing is to set up. You get the little clamp on your phone, there's a little notch on here, a little notch on there, and they just magnet on, and all you do is just like rotate the handle down, and now the gimbal is on. Like that's it. Just snap it on, and you're done. And then when you're done, I think you just rotate it up, and like that's it, it's off. Already built into the Flow, you have an extendable selfie stick, which is gonna help you to get different angles, maybe film yourself, get down low, get up high. And then at the bottom, if you grab right here, get a little truck up. So,
This is ridiculous.
I know, and it's so tiny. You're able to get static shots or motion time lapses or 360 panorama photos it'll actually do for you. And should you want to mount it somewhere else, there still is a nice standard 1/4-20 on the bottom. Oh, he's down. The second feature, and maybe the most important one for me that's making this an everyday carry, are the smart robot AI features. And specifically what I'm talking about for my purposes is the AI tracking features. But there are some other smart things that we'll get into a little bit later. If you've ever used one of Insta360's 360 cameras and you've had a bit of time to play in their mobile app or their desktop app, you've probably used their tracking features where you can draw a box around something and it's just gonna follow it around. Well, that feature is exactly here. When you're filming on your phone, you're gonna be able to select an object or a person and then have the gimbal track that for you. But for me, what I love about the tracking is that when I want to film myself, I no longer have to just rely on a static angle, and specifically a static angle that's wider than I would prefer, because I know I'm gonna end up having to crop and digitally pan and zoom to keep up with myself. They've also enabled a gesture-based tracking system, which blew my mind the first time I used it. Oh, that's so cool. All you need to do is turn on the setting in the app, and then you just hold up your hand. And when you do this, the flash will go 3 times, the camera will start recording, and it's going to track you. And then when you're done, you do the exact same thing, the camera will stop tracking you, and it will stop recording the clip. And these tracking features work whether you're shooting horizontal or vertical, or whether you're in 4K 24 or 1080 240 frames a second. You get access to the full tracking suite when you're shooting your movies. There's one more mode that I really wanted to talk about, which is a mode I probably won't use for me. In the Insta360 app, there's a setting called Shot Genie.
I'm in the park.
And basically what you get to do is tell it what type of activity you're doing, and it's going to provide you with a few different options of shot lists with examples and descriptions for each of those shots. What I think is so great about this is that it takes a lot of the guesswork out of making some of your first videos. So what I decided to do is to take the Insta360 Flow, hand it to my wife, who is legally blind, that wasn't a joke, and see what she could put together based off of the instructions on screen. And well, here's how that went.
Okay, the first shot, you're gonna wash a cucumber. I don't know if I did that right.
So you have the options reshoot clip or shoot next clip.
Okay.
Let's hit reshoot clip.
Got some cool, wanna stay down with me. I'ma play it smooth, get up and we lay down. Low key, cause this ain't a safe town where I'm from. But it's cool, they know I don't play around. Baby, lay down. Get up and we lay down. Yeah, and lay down. Get up and we lay. Get up and we lay. I lay down. Off her pimpin', no player by no intention is. Phone on D&D to stay distant from all the distance, but she can call
So I'm gonna be over your shoulder. We're gonna get close and personal.
Trying to leave a heartbreak back in the real. Check accounts like, how did I get all these stats in the year? All I need is something cool beside me, rubbing my ears, loving ideas, the type of comfort that don't come from my kid. But go ahead, ask me, can I put that play?
I think you're doing great.
No, everything that
You're doing fantastic.
But we can be cool, put each other in moves for you drowning that dating pool. I'll be to the rescue.
How'd it go? How'd it go? That's on. You never got my face, did you?
Wanna stay down with me? I'ma play it smooth, get up and we lay down. Low key, cause this ain't a safe town where I'm from. But
This is the kind of shot that I like doing.
Which kind?
Static shots, where it's called static, and what you do is you just leave the camera there, and then you press record.
Yep.
Okay.
Could you do that smoothly?
Spike lead, baby, do the right thing. Bring back apple bottoms, I like you in tight jeans. Africa Bombada, you started a groove. Easy in your heels so your thighs will tip me to move. It's a feeling I can't disguise, come step in my shoes. Ain't too often that I'm the prize, you matching my move. I think you oughta take a taste to see what I'm made of. I'm from the cell, you from Decatur. Heaven must made us to be a set of couple.
They had fizzy water. Oh, that is way cooler.
Strangers that like the same stuff. And you ain't tripping on my pippin' or scratching my game up. I'm throwing a change up just to see if it's smooth. Might let me knock it out the park with you and you. Ain't too much could break us apart. I'm loving the view.
I think it's great.
Me too.
Let's click that shoot next clip. So I guess that takes us back to the beginning. It just says video saved.
Cool.
Okay.
I made a video.
Get up and we lay.
Even though that Shot Genie feature is something I'll probably never use, I'm really glad they included it. Because learning to think in sequences and remember what types of shots you're gonna need to compile a coherent video is really not that easy. So that could be something that could help you, or your friends, or your mom. Just looking at the side of this. Apparently my mic died there. What I was trying to say was that Insta360 can make you a label that'll go inside the clear plastic on the side of the Flow here. So you can get your logo, your phone number, whatever it is. It's kind of like labeling your gear, except it's not gonna peel off. It's a pretty cool little idea. While I personally don't anticipate switching all my filmmaking over to mobile creation, I don't see any time in the near future where my phone doesn't act as an extra camera. And with a tool like the Insta360 Flow, you still get to use it as an extra camera, but it's better. Thanks for watching. You guys are great. Love you. See you soon. Bye.